everyone, my name is Lisa and I'm a special education teacher. So this year I happen to have kinder through second grade, and I want to show you how we do our schedules, where I put my pictures for the schedules, and just how they use schedules throughout the day to keep the routines and procedures in place. These are my student schedules, and every student has their own color, so they know where they need to go in order to check their schedule. Of course, everything in my classroom is color coordinated, but that would be another video. Their name is at the top of their schedule, but it is hidden for confidentiality reasons. I do have a student that comes in only in the morning and in the afternoon, so their schedule looks a little bit different than my students that are self-contained. And I also have another student that comes in periodically in and out throughout the day, and that student schedule looks a little bit different. This child does not change her schedule at all. She doesn't need to. She doesn't need that hands-on type of schedule, so she just kind of looks at it just to kind of see where she's going to go and what she's going to do. So this is where I house all my picture cards, and I put them in a little container like this. I got this at Michael's. I think you can also get this at Walmart, and it's for the jewelry, to put jewelry inside it, but I just put my picture cards in it, and it houses them really nicely. So I try to keep them in order according to how our day goes. We used to use these for backpack, but the kids really don't need that anymore because that's just automatic. Right when you come to the classroom, you put your backpack up. We also had one for the end of the day to pack up. It's the same thing, except it says backpack in the morning and pack up for the afternoon. And then one of the first things we do is we have breakfast. And then I have a picture for calendar time. I have one for math. And all of these are attached with Velcro, of course, so I just have the Velcro little circles on the back. Makes it easy, and they all kind of fit kind of nice. I have one for lunch, and I use this one instead of, it says handwriting on it, but I use this for writing time. It's just easier for the kids to see a pencil is for writing. I have a lot of those, so I have extras over here too. These are some more of the backpacks. This is for my sensory time. And then I use this one for reading, even though it says language arts. It's just easier for them to see the picture for reading ABCs. This one is for recess. I like that picture. It's a good one. Sometimes some of them don't have really good pictures for recess. I like that one. It's very clear. This is for our social skills. And then I have a science and social studies. We do go to the motor lab, so we also have a picture of the motor lab. This one is from our campus, and so somebody already had this one done. This one is for snack. I like this snack picture. Has a drink and a graham cracker. It's very clear. Now this one I had to make it myself. So the kids go to specials or activity. So they do go to PE, art, music, and computer, and they switch depending on what day it is. So I had to make this one myself. I had to find some pictures on the internet, of a computer, music symbol, art, and some balls for the gym. And I put them all together, so I just use this one for our activity time where they switch classes. If anybody needs assistance or they need potty training, so they have a bathroom. We don't have anybody right now at this time that needs that one. Everybody's potty trained. This one is for physical therapy if they happen to need that therapy. We do go through the library once a week, and so I use this one for the library. I have some students that come in and out of the classroom, and so we'll need this one to be different than this one for reading. So I use this one for my self-contained kiddos, and then for the ones that come in and out, I use this one for reading. And that's actually the icon for reading. I got some more, I have some more library. I don't know why they're over here, but I guess because I have too many, and that's probably why I have another one. This picture I use for story time. And this is for OT. A lot of my students get OT support. And then this is for inclusion. And I have a whole bunch of those. And then these are their task boxes or IEP work boxes. And this one, it says language work, but I use this for my phonics. It's like stretching out words. And I don't use this one. I thought I was going to need it, but leave early. I just don't really use that picture for anything. Okay, and then I also have another box. I do like this one because it really does close. This one, as you can tell, it doesn't close. So I end up putting this one on top of it in my drawers to keep it shut. But it doesn't hold as many of the pictures. And then also I made my pictures bigger on some of them, like the newer ones that I made. These are a lot bigger, and they weren't able to fit into this box, so I had to get this one. I do like this one because you can actually close it, but it doesn't hold as many. So this one kind of has like my backflow. So you can see I have some more backpacks and recess in here. I thought I was going to use this for circle time, but I don't need it. So I made them anyways. I made this one myself. This was like how my classroom with the chairs were set up. I used to use those when they were little, but now my kids are older, so I don't need those chairs. This is for fire drill. If we have a fire drill, I need to prep them before the fire drill. If they let us know, sometimes they do. And I'm able to put this on their schedule so that they can be prepared for a fire drill. This one's for a counselor. A counselor comes in and does guidance lessons once a month. So I'll put that one on our schedule. If any students need to take medication, need to go down to the nurse to get their medicine, it'll be on their schedule. This is for IEP work. Sometimes I either use this one, or sometimes I might even use this task box one for IEP work. It just depends. And then we used to go to the fire station for a field trip before COVID, so that's why I made this one. So I actually made this one, but we haven't used it since COVID. We have reward, and so I usually try to do on Fridays like a fun Friday where they get a reward. This is for our Foodie Fridays. Some more recess, some more backpacks. This is for fine motor. If we do any arts and crafts, like anything fun for like Christmas or Valentine's, Easter, any type of fun craft. This is for assemblies. We have an assembly, which we haven't had since COVID. So we don't really get together in a cafeteria all together, all the grade levels, so I haven't had to use that one. But this one for movie, so in December when we had Polar Express Day, put this one on there for movie. If I need them to go to their desk and do some seat work. To me, this one's kind of the same. It says desk time. I like to use this one instead of that one with the desk. And I'm not sure why this one's way over here, but this is for speech. I need to probably put it back over there. And this, I thought I was going to use this one for centers, but I really don't use that. I just put like math or reading, and they just know we go to centers during that time. And that is it, as how I house all my pictures. After I teach my lesson, then I give the students a key phrase, which is go check your schedules. And then at that time, all the students know to go and look at their schedules to see what they're going to do next. So when they first come to school, their schedule is all done, and they're going to see that they're going to eat breakfast first. So they'll go eat breakfast. After they eat breakfast, I'll give them a signal to go check their schedules, and then they're going to take off breakfast because it's all done, and they're going to put it in the basket. Then we'll go on to the next one, which is calendar. So everybody will go sit down. We'll do calendar. After calendar time, then I will tell them to go check their schedules. They'll come over here, they'll see calendar, they take off the calendar, and they put it into the basket because it is all done. And then they'll see that we're going to do math next. So it just continues that way, and it keeps going until they're all the way done and finished. And that's how we do the schedules. There are many different ways to do schedules. This is just what works for my students and myself. I hope you got some ideas on how to do schedules if you wanted to do it for your classroom. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time.